Hello, you have to excuse the washing machine in the background. Some people have been asking what all the pattern markings mean when you're cutting your fabric out. First of all, you'll see that on a pattern piece there'll be a line with an arrow, and it could be in absolutely any direction. It could be, across, down, or even diagonally. What it means is that is the direction you need to place your pattern piece on your fabric. So that actually is on the fold, so it's easy to tell that that is on the straight grain. When you've got the pattern fabric like this, for goodness sake, do make sure that you've got all your pattern pieces the right way up. You'd be surprised how many people have birds flying upside down on the clothes. Simple mistake, but never alter the direction of placing your pattern pieces. They all must go the same way. It's because fabric stretches differently, a different way up, so always put them on the correct grain line. There is actually a YouTube video on cutting out. So people get confused when they've got a lot of pattern pieces, and the main reason is they don't transfer all the pattern markings onto the pattern. You'll see that on this, which is a back piece, there is a couple of triangles. Don't have a snip into them, because in that way you're losing your seam allowance, and if you need to make it just a little bit bigger by doing a narrower seam allowance, you can't, and it'll actually also cause a weak point there. So always cut them outwards. Now that is the back of my pair of pyjamas, and those notches there tell me that I've got to match it up to the same notches on the sleeve. So I'm just doing a short sleeve. So if you look at the sleeve pattern, you'll see that on this side there are 2 notches. So when I'm setting the sleeve in, that tells me that that is the back of the sleeve, and that, where it's got a single notch, matches up to the front, which has also got a single notch. So don't skip transferring your pattern markings, you really will regret it. There are other pattern markings such as darts which need to be transferred, and on the front, the pyjama front, you'll see that there are lines. If you want to pocket, where to place the pocket, I use tailor's tacks, which again are on a video I've done, which is on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. You've got a centre front line, and you've got a interfacing line. Can you see? These all need to be marked, and I just thread trace them onto my pattern piece. All these things are time consuming to start with, but they do save you time later. Same on the collar pieces. They have there'll be marks on, I can't find the collar, but they're the same notches, triangles that you match up. So it just makes the whole thing really, really simple. So time spent now, and I'm going to just spend some time doing some tailor's tacks that will show me where the centre front is, where the fold line is, where I need to interface to. It will take me, what, 10-15 minutes, but honestly it will save me hours of sewing together. So watch out for that. I know somebody I know got into a terrible muddle because she didn't transfer any of the pattern markings, and she couldn't figure out which way around the pattern went. It's especially important on a plain fabric that you can't always tell which is the right and the wrong side. If I have a plain fabric, I get my tailor's chalk and I just draw a big cross on the back of every piece. It brushes off easily, but there's no confusion, no muddle. So please, ladies, mark your pattern pieces. So speak to you later. Bye. Have a good day.